The film opens with a bold heist at the Minute Market, as masked criminals storm in with weapons drawn, forcing employees and customers to the ground. They threaten the store owner and demand all the cash from the register. A police officer, coincidentally at the scene, is also taken hostage. Before being overpowered, he managed to alert his team. When police arrived, an officer attempted to negotiate but was ignored. SWAT was called in, and their commander Tate took over communications, but the robbers still refused to surrender. Ultimately, Tate ordered an assault to rescue the hostages and apprehend the robbers. SWAT members Blanco, Gennard, and Hunt were deployed to infiltrate the Minute Market. Inside, they methodically took down the robbers one by one. Tate's strategy successfully neutralized the criminals, though a few hostages were injured and the store suffered damage. The next morning, the team returned to base, satisfied they had prevented a greater tragedy. Shortly after, the Special Unit Commander summoned Tate and his team, reprimanding them for using excessive force that injured hostages and caused significant property damage. To prevent future errors, he scheduled a training session focused on more precise hostage rescue tactics. The following day, during a hostage rescue lecture, the SW, a T-team's indifference and dismissive behavior frustrated the instructor, prompting him to abruptly end the session and walk out. Meanwhile, the scene shifts to Demetrius and Ilyar, now holding Kenny hostage. Demetrius threatened Kenny with a knife, pressuring him to reveal the hidden item's location. Under duress, Kenny led Demetrius and Senilia to an aircraft hangar where it was stashed. Just then, a black car driven by Lampone pulled up, and his crew swiftly aimed their guns at Demetrius and Ilyar, who raised their weapons in response. After a tense standoff, Demetrius and Lampone realized they were after the same thing, Kenny's hidden item. They lowered their weapons to negotiate, but before reaching a deal, the sound of approaching sirens cut the conversation short. Sensing danger, Demetrius, Ilyar, Lampone, and their crews abandoned the talks and hid inside a nearby storage container. The police car pulling up was led by Tate and his SWAT team. Tate assigned Gennard, Blanco, and Hunt to lead the assault training in the aircraft hangar, ordering the team to gear up with weapons, grenades, and vests. As they stormed in, Demetrius and Lampone, caught off guard, watched the SWAT team enter with the force of a real raid. Unaware of the criminals inside, Tate and the 3 SWAT members began a routine training drill at the hangar. Opening the steel door, they moved to the second floor to start their simulated live fire exercise, unaware they were about to face real smugglers and kidnappers. Gunfire from above panicked Lampone and Demetrius, who forced Kenny to reveal the hidden item's location. The tension erupted into a violent shootout. Hearing the chaos, Tate sent Blanco to investigate, but he was shot in the chest by one of Lampone's men. Blanco collapsed instantly, unable to react. Demetrius then realized the SWAT team was still in training. Blanco's rounds were rubber bullets, unaware of the real shootout below. Tate and 2 teammates rushed downstairs to confront Demetrius and Lampone's gang, who admitted to killing a police officer. Enraged, Tate raised his gun, but the criminals, knowing the SWAT team had non-lethal training weapons, stayed calm and fired first.
This is the new wheels on today. Am I right or am I right?
Tate and his 2 teammates retreated behind a steel door, then fled upstairs to escape. The criminals spotted them through a window, and without their communication gear, they couldn't call backup. Forced to act fast, Tate and his team scrambled to plan their escape and how to take down the criminals. Demetrius and Lampone argued over Kenny's hidden item. Determined to keep it, Demetrius vowed to face the police and called for backup. Meanwhile, Ilya drove a SWAT vehicle into the hangar to grab weapons and a phone. Soon, reinforcements arrived, ready for battle. Demetrius's crew failed to break the steel door and climbed in through a window instead. Tate found the room empty and rushed to the SWAT vehicle for weapons. There, he was held at gunpoint by an unknown man, but quickly overpowered him and rescued Kenny, bringing him back to safety behind the steel door. As Tate and Hunt returned, they heard a struggle upstairs. They found Demetrius's man attacking Gennard, and Tate quickly subdued him. Then Tate noticed Kenny had slipped away, claiming he needed the restroom. Suspicious, Tate pursued and aimed his gun at him. After Tate handed the hidden items to Hunt and Gennard, they confirmed these were what the criminals sought. Kenny revealed a secret escape route to an underground room. Meanwhile, Lampone called for reinforcements, including his ally Pharaoh, as he and Demetrius planned to capture Kenny at any cost. After searching without finding Kenny, the criminals discovered a hidden door to an underground room and rushed inside. Meanwhile, Tate split from Kenny and the others to secure the area, taking Kenny's suitcase as a precaution. After securing the area, Tate returned but was suddenly overpowered by Pharaoh. Meanwhile, Kenny and the SWAT team were surrounded by Demetrius and Lampone's gang. When Demetrius ordered Ilya to kill Tate, Ilya stopped him, claiming he knew the item's location and that Kenny never had it. Demetrius abandoned his plan to kill Tate. Lampone's gang restrained Kenny, Hunt, and Gennard, then eagerly opened Kenny's briefcase only to find it empty. Hunt had removed its contents before capture. Sensing trouble, Lampone ordered Pharaoh to check if Demetrius's gang had the briefcase. When Pharaoh and his men arrived, Demetrius prepared to execute them. Tate urged Demetrius to use the SWAT vehicle to escape the basement. Reluctantly, Demetrius freed Tate, and together they fled the hangar, dodging gunfire from Pharaoh's crew. Chaos erupted as Demetrius's and Lampone's crews clashed. Frustrated by Kenny's silence, Lampone shot him in the head. Meanwhile, Hunt ambushed and subdued a man secretly following him, then returned quietly to Gennard and aimed his gun at Lampone. Hunt handcuffed Lampone in a corner. Meanwhile, Tate and Demetrius's crew crashed the SWAT vehicle through the hangar doors and joined the fight. Gennard and Hunt faced Lampone's gang as a fierce gun battle erupted, destroying the vehicle. Hunt blew up the vehicle Lampone's gang used as cover, killing them instantly. Amid the chaos, Demetrius captured Hunt, Gennard, and Tate, taking them hostage. With the item in hand, he ordered Ilya to kill the entire SWAT team to eliminate all obstacles. Uneasy at the hangar's silence, Demetrius returned and found Ilya unconscious, knocked out by Lampone and Pharaoh. Both had survived the explosion, turning Demetrius into the hostage. As Pharaoh raised his gun to execute the SWAT team, Tate pleaded for a moment to cover their ears before the shot. Tate detonated a sound bomb, instantly knocking out Lampone. As Pharaoh panicked and tried to flee, Tate caught him, leading to a brutal fight. Tate ultimately overpowered Pharaoh, ending the battle with a strike from a concrete rebar. Tate and his team captured Demetrius, Ilya, and Lampone, securing the sought-after item. Relieved, they joked about their boss's anger over the chaos. The next morning, the unit leader summoned them to offer condolences for Blanco, their teammate who died during the mission. Instead of reprimanding them, the commander praised their courage and success, despite the losses, emphasizing that teamwork and solidarity made their victory possible.